There are tacos, and then there are these tacos. These tacos aren't just a boring vehicle for salsa. They're fresh, juicy, and full of flavor.
And on the side, we're serving a delicious and easy to make Mexican street corn salad. Stick around and we'll spill all of our juicy secrets.
Hi, I'm Laura. Welcome back to Dinner and a Side. My sister Angie and I are here to help you elevate your cooking one delicious dinner at a time. Stick around, your dinner's about to get an upgrade. Let me tell you, today's dinner is not just a recipe, it's an experience. If you follow these steps, you will make tacos so delicious, they might make you cry.
But in a good way, I promise.
I love making these tacos for a hot summer day because you're not cooking the pork on a hot stove or in the oven. You're cooking it in an Instant Pot or a slow cooker. No heat required. The star of the show today is this big old pork shoulder or butt. You know, these are basically the exact same thing, except a pork butt has a little bit more marbling or fat in it. Otherwise, I don't really think you're gonna tell the difference. So get whatever is the most convenient for you. This one's about 3 pounds and that's gonna feed, up to 10 people, or you can have lots of leftovers. But if this is too big for you, you don't like leftovers, go ahead and get a smaller one. Anything 1 pound to 4 pounds is gonna work here. I'm gonna cut this into about 4-inch chunks and then trim off any big hunks of fat. After a long, slow cook, the remaining fat in here will render down and the collagen will melt into gelatin. That process is the secret to incredibly juicy pork. It bastes the meat from the inside out, creating that shreddable, fall apart texture that we're after. Now we could throw this pork right into the pot and get it cooking, but then we would miss all the opportunity to build layers of flavor. And we do that with a really intense coating or wet rub. In a bowl, let's combine the core ingredients. We've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a tablespoon of paprika, a tablespoon of brown sugar. This isn't just for sweetness. As the pork cooks, the sugar helps to create a deep caramelized crust. Then we need some acid. This is critical. It's gonna cut through the richness of the pork and really brighten everything up. This is actually my secret ingredient. This one simple ingredient adds more to this pork than anything else in the recipe. It's orange juice. I've juiced an orange and I'm just gonna add a little bit of it to our rub and I'm gonna save the rest of it plus the orange peels to put into the pork when we cook it. Now we've got 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, and 2 teaspoons of chili powder. This mix creates a rub that's spicy, complex, and aromatic. Whisk it all together until you have a thick paste. We're just gonna slather this all over the pork. We're gonna rub it into all of the nooks and crannies. Just use it all up. This is easiest to do with your hands. I know it's messy, but it's necessary. This rub is really rich. Lots of flavor being added here. Just what we want. All right, I think I've got all the pieces nicely coated. We're ready to cook. Okay, there are several ways that you can cook the pork. A Dutch oven, a slow cooker, or an Instant Pot. I'm using my Instant Pot today. This is my favorite way to slow cook large chunks of meat like this. You're gonna cook it for just about an hour in the Instant Pot, which is really great if you're in a hurry. In the slow cooker, it's gonna take about 8 hours on low, 6 hours on high. In the Dutch oven, it'll take about 3 to 4 hours at 300 degrees Fahrenheit in the oven. Now we can add the pork to the slow cooker, Dutch oven, Instant Pot, whatever you're using. I'm gonna toss in some onion chunks, pour in that 1/2 cup of water, the rest of the orange juice, and I'm gonna toss in those orange peels and put the lid on. I'm gonna set this to high pressure for 50 minutes. All right, it's preheating. While this cooks, we should get the side dish prepped. Angie?
Like Laura said, we really don't want to heat up the kitchen any more than necessary, especially when it's 90 degrees outside. So we're keeping our side dish completely cook-free today. This is a super simple side dish, but it's packed with flavor, and it's the perfect accompaniment for your tacos. I'm a huge fan of elote or Mexican street corn. It's sold in street food carts all over Mexico. It's corn on the cob, slathered with mayonnaise, then sprinkled with cotija cheese and chili powder. Our version today is just a little bit different. We're making it into a salad. We have made many versions of Mexican street corn for our website and even for this show. Check out this recipe for fried chicken tacos that we made last year. The best part is, it's super simple to make and we love all of these flavors. All you need is corn on the cob, or a can of corn if you want to avoid cooking, some mayonnaise, a lime, jalapeno, cilantro, some spices. The star of the show today really is the cotija. This crumbly cheese is salty and firm, and it adds so much flavor to this dish. If you can't find this at your local grocery store, you could always use feta cheese in a pinch. So I'm gonna finish prepping all these ingredients while Laura makes the pineapple slaw for the tacos.
Let's talk pineapple slaw. I'm using pre-shredded coleslaw mix today because it's super easy. I always use fresh pineapple. You might be tempted to use a can of pineapple, but don't. It's just not as good, and it's really easy to cut a pineapple. This one is gonna be great. I can smell it already. The best way to do this is to cut off the top and the bottom and then just slice down the sides as close as you can to the fruit so you're not wasting any of it. See how easy this is? I don't know why more people don't cut their own pineapple at home. It's delicious, and it really won't take long to cut this. We'll also be putting in some green onions and sliced jalapenos to dress it up. In a bowl, we'll start with 1/4 of a cup of mayonnaise, a tablespoon of rice vinegar, 1/2 teaspoon of granulated sugar, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And just get that all mixed up. Then you can put in the coleslaw, the pineapple, the green onions, and the jalapeno. You don't want to make this too far ahead or it'll get watery. And I'm going to pop it into the fridge for just a minute to chill. The pork has 5 minutes left on it, so Angie, I think it's time to get the salad mixed up.
Here's another great thing about this salad. When you're ready to go, all you have to do is pour everything in a bowl. To the corn, we'll add mayonnaise, lime juice, jalapeno, chili powder, and salt. Get that all mixed up. Then you can add a 1/4 cup of crumbled cotija cheese and a 1/4 cup of chopped cilantro. I also like to sprinkle it with some tahini for an extra flavor boost. Then just mix it up until it's combined, and you're done. Just look at that. What a tasty side dish. So this salad can definitely benefit from a chill in the fridge. So I'm gonna cover it up and pop it in there until the tacos are ready.
When the pork's done, it'll basically shred itself. Let's see what we've got here. Nice. That's perfect. Look how it just falls apart. I'm just gonna heat up a couple of corn tortillas for us to make some tacos. The pork turned out perfect. This is exactly what we wanted. Lots of nice, shreddy, beautiful pork. I'm just gonna put it in a serving bowl. And then I can just put this on the table and everyone can serve up their own tacos right before they eat so they're nice and fresh. Doesn't that look amazing? I'm really excited. One thing I want to mention, the pork, after you've shredded it, you might want to salt it a little bit. Just season it, give it a taste, make sure it's perfect for you. And I'm just gonna make a little taco and see how we did here. Pile on that juicy pulled pork, top it with that pineapple slaw, and finish with a sprinkle of cilantro. Look at that beauty. All the flavors of summer right here. It's giving backyard barbecue energy, and I'm here for it. Put a plate of these on the table and I guarantee they'll be devoured in minutes.
Thanks for watching. Remember I mentioned that crispy chicken taco recipe? Watch it here before you go.